What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about how I feel about Fujin, basically discussing everything that I think about the character. Let's get right into the video. Now, to point this out before I get into the video, this is not my gameplay. Obviously, you can see the names, but the reason I have this gameplay is because I'm still currently not at home. In case you don't know, I've been visiting my parents for a good while. I haven't seen them in a while, so I'm over here visiting, and I don't have my Aftermath DLC, so I had to do the next best thing and just get the gameplay. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about Fujin and everything. And if either of these two players have a problem with me using their gameplay, I'll take it down. I got it from a YouTube channel that just basically takes all the high level gameplay. So yeah, if they got a problem with me using their gameplay, I'll take it down. It's not a big deal to me. But yeah, let's get right into the video now, finally. So, Fujin. How good do I think Fujin is? Where he's at on the tier list has much changed since my first impressions of the character. Now, this is going to obviously be a lot to talk about. First things first, is Fujin even good? Yes, I personally feel like Fujin is a okay character. He's decent. He's alright. Now, Fujin, how I feel about this character, he is a lot like Lao. Not in the terms how he play, even though they're both crazy characters, but you know how I think the character is going to be perceived and all the frame data and stuff like that. But I personally feel like Fujin is a naturally not a great character, but if you master him, then he becomes okay. Like he just becomes this decent mid-tier type character. Now, I personally feel like that is a problem. I don't know how people feel about that for the most part, but this is just a personal opinion of mine. If a character is hard to play, then I automatically think that they should be top tier. I will never change my mind on that opinion. Like, that's just what I believe. If you have to put in a lot of work to play a character, then you should get the reward for that too. And I personally don't feel like you get that reward for Fujin. You put in all this work, and at the end of the day, you just got a mid-tier character. If you have no problem with that, and you just want to play Fujin because you like how he's designed and you think he's cool, because he is, in my opinion, the coolest character in this game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people think that too. So if you want to just play him because you think he's cool or whatever, you like him all around the screen, he definitely has some of the best, if not the best, mobility in the game. But before I discuss those little things, let's talk about what makes Fujin just like okay to me, like a decent character. Now, Fujin's first problem, if you look at it, is his frame data. He has a lot of horrible frame data in terms of stuff being unsafe. But with the Cloudwalker variation, let's get the variation thing out of the way too. Downburst and Cloudwalker are the only two variations that have potential. The third one, what is it called? Can't even remember. Cyclone. That one is not good, and I will stand by that. When people are trying to act woke and thinking that it's good, it's honestly not good. The other two have potential, and Cloudwalker has the most potential. Cloudwalker is his best variation, and it's kind of obvious to me, but Downburst might have some stuff we don't know about. So yeah, Cloudwalker is his best variation. It is very execution based, but if you get it down, you have a solid character, you know. But the thing about Fujin, like I was saying earlier, is his main flaw is you can't really like stagger stuff with him because he's so unsafe. But that's not the flaw, the stagger flaw. The flaw is the fact that a lot of his moves are very, very unsafe. Like, I think everything off of that back one is unsafe if you don't cancel it in a type of way. It's like, just like a lot of his main moves just aren't great in terms of safety. But Cloudwalker ignores that. For resources, you can end up making his moves unsafe. And if you get that down, then you got you a really solid character in your hands. You got this character with this crazy mobility. You got a character that you can implement mind games with. And even if he's unsafe, let me tell y'all something right now, if I haven't mentioned it in another Mortal Kombat video. Being unsafe in Mortal Kombat 11 really doesn't matter, because in this game, for some reason, people don't punish things. So, and even if it's like harder to punish, but you can still punish it, then that's really good. And that's what Fujin is. He's basically like got these things that are hard to punish, but you can punish them, but people are not going to do it. Like, mark my freaking words. You're barely going to see Fujin go punish. Like, you can punish his needle if you flawless block it at the end, and if he just does it like that, like the needle raw like that, and you can punish that as well. But trust me, people are not going to be even trying to punish Fujin, because it's just not what people do in MK11. They don't punish stuff like that. So yeah, Fujin is going to be perfectly fine because of that. He's going to be able to just do what he wants, get away with a lot of things, and go crazy. The character is solid. Like, his tools are really good. It's just the unsafety is the problem, but he can end up taking that away or making you think because of the needles and the air cancel. He has that right there, that move he can use to fly in. He has the hit confirmable low slide. He has the back one with good range. He has an auto shimmy. He has an auto shimmy into those multiple kicks as well. He gets okay damage. You know, he's just a solid okay character. When I first saw him, I thought that, you know, he might be trash, but then I was like, nah, let's just give this character some time to get figured out. And I even said in the first impressions video, I was like, Cloudwalker has the potential. And now look, like, Cloudwalker is the one that's the most played. It just has, you know, the stuff. It has the kit. Makes you guess and stuff. He's around the screen. Some characters don't deal with that well. And he's just being wild, doing whatever he wants. And look at that. Like I said, hit confirm. He hit confirmed that into the fatal blow, which is very, very good. He has good mid-range buttons to check you, but oh, wait. He has that wind move to check you in the mid-range, and that can be punished, but a lot of people are not going to punish that as well. That move right there. Yeah, you can punish that, but people are not going to really punish that like that. He has an amazing wave dash. Like, he's just mobility and annoyance for days. Now, how I think this character is going to develop, I feel like he is just this okay character, but he's so annoying that people are going to want to start calling him top tier. But he's obviously just, he's not. He's okay. He's all right. If you want to play Fujin, you're going to have to accept that you're going to have to do a lot of work for a character that is not going to be heavily rewarded for all that work. And that it's just is what it is. That's what it's going to be. Now, if you have a problem with that, then you shouldn't play Fujin. But if you can accept that, and you can be like, okay, well, you know what, this character's just so dang cool, waited for him this long, I'm going to just put up with it and put all this work in and get me a mid-tier character. And then you can do that. That's perfectly fine and respectable. But in my personal opinion, I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not going to put in this work for a character that, you know, isn't going to be worth it, in my personal opinion. But if you feel like it's worth it, you can definitely do it. Pick up the Cloudwalker, get those cancel combos down, learn the mind game with the needle, and you in there, basically. Another problem that Fujin has that a lot of people talk about is he gets jumped on easily when you are trying to input a string, because you can, like, jump out of all his strings and stuff. But, you know, that's going to be annoying. But he has a very good anti-air, though. You know, he got that at least. But, yeah, that's the auto shimmy right there I was talking about into the kicks. But the character, in my opinion, is a very, very okay character. The only problem I have with that is he takes all this work just to be okay. Now, you could play him a lazy way and just, you know, not worry about the cancel and only go for the needle stuff, but is that, you know, that is not worth playing him for. If you're not going to optimize this character, you should not touch him. If you're just gonna rely on Needle for the mind games all day and not really go for the float stuff to where all his depth comes in and how good he gets, it depends on, you know, how he implements that float stuff, then you shouldn't be playing the character, in my opinion. But yeah, that's how I feel about Fujin, everybody. I feel like he is a solid character that takes work, and he has flaws, but the flaws really don't matter that much just because of the nature of MK11, how people just don't punish things like that, and the fact that you still have to look out for a lot because of the air mobility and the needle. So yeah, I still think it is kind of too soon because this character just has so much crap that I feel like we still gonna need more time to see what he can do. But I don't think what he can do will ever make him end up being top tier. That's just what I think. But yeah, that's basically the video on Fujin, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon. And Nickopz out.